25 best conversation starters, according to Reddit. Number 25. It's my understanding that you just walk up and grab them by the pussy. I didn't see where it was going until it got there. Sorry. Yeah. What do you want people to call you? Because now you're a part of this.
No, I don't care. I feel like I shouldn't say that.
So we're gonna go ahead and call you MJ Squirtum.
No.
That's your name now. You said you don't care, so everybody.
I don't like that one.
You don't like it? It's too fucking bad, MJ. You know, Squirtum. Anyway, number 24. Hey, mate, want some weed? Hold on, let me type a response to this. Give me a second. MJ Squirtum. Okay, I wrote as a response to that, MJ Squirtum. You know what I mean? So he's going to get that in his inbox. Alright, number 23. Leave an easy out. What does that mean? If you force a conversation on a stranger, they will get uncomfortable. If you bring up something light or in a way that allows them to give a simple, polite answer and then move on without it continuing, it lets them choose to continue the conversation on their terms. It lets them decide to chat instead of you forcing it on them. Look, dude, the question was what's the best way to start a conversation with a stranger, not how to trick a woman into thinking that she's in control, dude. What? Who put thought? No wonder this is so low. People were so low, like Han Solo. They were asking for a joke answer. Oh, that's hilarious, right, MJ?
No.
Just squirt them, okay? Anyway, number 22. Hey, I just met you. No, please, please. Oh my God! Yes. I think that one. Yes. I think that one actually slid by MJ. So thank God that we didn't remind her of that song that she was probably singing in her car on her way to Starbucks. Number 21. I like how 75% of these replies are sarcastic because it's Reddit and our lives are sad, lonesome piles of isolation. Or I choose this life, brah. I choose this life. A response says, hi there. I'm working on becoming a more adept conversationalist, and I was wondering if you might be able to help me out. I recently read a thread on the popular website Reddit about the best ways to start a conversation with a stranger. I've printed out all of the suggestions that people made, and I'd like to read them to you now. There are quite a few, so I think it's best we get started. I would ask that you please respond to each suggestion with a grade between 1 and 10 based on how effective an icebreaker you perceive it to be, with 1 being the lowest possible grade and 10 being the highest. Besides 1 and 10, you are free to select 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. I cannot accept 0, nor any sort of fraction. You may convey your grade to me either by holding up the appropriate number of fingers or by tapping one of your feet between 1 and 10 times. If you feel you've made a mistake while tapping your chosen foot, you may tap the other foot and let me know, and I will begin to count again, starting at 1. Just please, whatever happens, do not attempt to speak to me. I really like the way that ended. Do not attempt to speak to me, no matter what happens. Jesus Christ. This should be its own thing, man. That's pretty great. What are we on, man? Number 20. Wait. Hey, mate, you want some weed? Wow. I didn't see this one. Or did I read it? I probably read it and didn't even see it. Yeah, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Number 20. God, this one's long. What the fuck? It's been said that the key to charisma is conversation. Knowing how to engage with someone, make them feel appreciated, and come across as being equally interested is a subtle and complex process. But as with anything, it can be distilled down to a few basic strategies. Granted, there's no magic bullet that will make the master of every interaction, but there are a few tactics that will put you on the right track. In order to apply those rules to conversing with people, though, we need to go through the basics. Look for the root of any exchange rather than focusing solely on the details. You following me, MJ? Humans are remarkably indirect creatures. When we communicate with one another, we each have our own internal desires and motivations, meaning that a question as seemingly mundane as, "What did you do this weekend?" might actually be a precursor to a murder confession. As such, while it's important to take people at their word, and their words are at face value, you'll come across as being attentive and engaging if you learn to recognize what your conversational partner hopes to achieve. Then help to guide the dialogue in that direction. Example: "Hey, I still have to take you out for lunch sometime, don't I?" Here's a bad response: "No, you don't owe me anything." Here's a better response: "Sure, but I'd rather split the bill." And here's a good response: "You don't need to treat me to it, but I'd love your company." What the fuck? The way in which something is said is often more important than the words themselves. Body language, tone of voice, and the apparent thoughtfulness of a response all play enormous roles in how people perceive one another. A person who comes across as being warm, positive, and understanding will typically see the more charismatic to folks when they describe themselves as bluntly honest. This doesn't mean that you should lie or hide your personal emotions, though, but rather you should be consciously aware of how you communicate and work to foster a comfortable atmosphere. Of course you should lie. Nobody's like this all the time. You gotta act fake and basic as hell to fit in with all these assholes that you're gonna come across on a daily basis, going to work and going to school and meeting these corny ass niggas. "Oh, we got to take you out to lunch, don't I?" Here's an example: "What do you think of my makeup today?" Here's a bad response: "You look like a banshee that got trapped in a burning tire factory." I wonder what kind of residue tire smoke would leave on a person's face. Probably heavy residue. Are you fiddling with your vibrator right now? What's all this tapping I'm hearing?
No, I'm playing my game.
Oh, I forgot.
It's intense right now. People are gonna kill me. I'm gonna die for like the 5th time in a row. Ah! There's people with guns and bombs.
Here's a bad response. Oh wait, I read that already. Here's a better response: "I can tell that you worked hard on it." Oh God. Can you imagine if you asked me how your makeup was and I said, "I can tell you worked hard on it." And then I shot like gun fingers at you like, "Yeah, conversation. God, Kyle's good at this." Anyway, here's a good response: "Your natural beauty is what makes it really stand out." That's a veiled insult. Yeah. You don't need to wear that.
I don't want someone to tell me that.
Look, I'm skipping straight to the example here. The bad example. Whoa, bad example. Why is it a bad example? Look, common ground and equal footing put most people at ease. It can be difficult to strike up It can be difficult to strike up a conversation with a complete stranger. After all, sometimes it seems like the first sentence has to include a mutual point of interest, a reason for the interaction, and an evident avenue for continuing the exchange. And that all of those need to avoid the pitfalls of sounding awkward or boring. Fortunately, humans are remarkably skilled at pattern recognition, meaning that we can typically recognize topics within 2 degrees of separation for whatever is being currently on our minds. Using that to your advantage will not only increase your options for furthering a dialogue, but will also allow your partner to do the same freaking thing. Here's a bad example: "You smell like a fruit." Here's a better example: "I'm sorry to bother you, but that perfume is amazing." What? That's a lie. Here's a good example: "Hey, what scent are you wearing? It reminds me of baking with my grandmother." Squirt 'em, please. Do you need a pine cone?
What?
What? Dude, iMate does that. That was really scary. What? Response: "Look, man.
It's getting late."
Good. That's what the point of this was. It's getting late. Yeah. So you're saying my conversation lines aren't working? I don't understand. You don't understand. You're supposed to want to talk more after all of this.
No, because
24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Number 19. Hopefully these are all short from here on out. Did you see that ludicrous display last night? That's an IT Crowd reference. You don't watch that.
I've only seen the one about them talking about being disabled.
Oh man, yes, the gay musical. That's my favorite episode. I'm disabled. Gay, a gay musical. That sounds quite gay. Oh my god. Number 18. It wasn't the first thing he said, but we were having an awkward date, and he was like, so, erotic clown party? Am I right? This led to a discussion on the correct definition. Is it strippers dressed as clowns? A party for erotic clowns? An erotic party that clowns attend? If the first, are the specialist strippers who dress up as clowns, or are they clowns that strip on the side? If it's the last, are the strippers who only cater to clowns? Do the clowns perform at the party too? Man. Yes, I'm still with him. You know, people were constantly in the comments, people were just like, dude, are you still with this person? Someone responds with a story of their own. When I first met my husband and we were on our first date, things were super awkward. Then, somehow he started talking about zombies, which turned into a huge discussion on the best way to decapitate one. Ugh. And what it was. We got into this incredibly detailed conversation about decapitation and how much force was needed to do it, the best way to get rid of the body if it accidentally wasn't a zombie and was a real person. Then we must have both realized that we were talking about defiled ways to get rid of a body, and we were on a first date. Oh my god, we're talking about zombies. I just want to be with you for the rest of my life. Man, Reddit got some basic ass niggas on this shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's what they're on Reddit instead of living their lives. I'm sorry. I love you, Reddit people. What up, my glip glop? Oh, bringing it on home with a Rick and Morty reference. Man, I'd squanch your dick, man. Stop saying it. Stop saying it. Do you watch Rick and Morty?
No.
Yes. I got you.
No.
Do you understand? Do you understand how I got you? Everybody's looking for a way to, I want to say, assess somebody and see what they're all about, Squirtum. And people think that you're something in the way of an enigma. They're going to think that you're putting on a character because they think that everybody that I know is in many ways imaginary. There's no way that Kyle could know these types of people. But you, Squirtum, haven't seen... What? Dude, number 17. When anybody starts idle chit-chat with me out of the blue, I prepare myself mentally to be either invited to their church, pitched to Amway, or some other shit, or ask for money, and it never fails. Wow. Well, I'm not sure that's an answer to this question. Somebody said, what's the best way to start a conversation with a stranger? Just start off by saying it's not a pyramid scheme. That's pretty good. I don't think you would want to talk to me either way if I came up to you and said it's not a pyramid scheme. You know what your response would probably be if I came up to you and said it's not a pyramid scheme?
Is it?
No, your response would probably be something like,
is this the pyramid scheme guy?
What?
Someone... I feel like I saw this post because someone... Oh my gosh, now I can't remember the context of the pyramid scheme guy. This is on Reddit, correct? Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a comment about someone looking him up to see if he was a pyramid
There should be a comment like, wherever you're on Reddit, right? It doesn't matter where you are. You're on No Man's Sky? You're on No Man's Sky, the subreddit? Alright, look. There should be a comment. Any specific post? No. There should be a comment. Like, do you know what this is like? Let me try and put this in perspective for you. Go, like, you're on YouTube, the site? Yeah. Okay, now if you just scroll down, there should be a comment by someone named MJ Squirtum. What is...
I can't handle it.
You need to calm down. It's just a stupid name. Look, start with something happening or visible around.
You saying you smell like fruit, you start laughing again.
It feels natural to the situation, okay? Wait.
Huh?
What the fuck?
What?
Sorry, I think I know you. Period. Pornhub? Is that the way to start a conversation with a stranger? Somebody else says I work at Pornhub. I can use this all the time. Somebody says I assume you know Katie Pornhub. You know there's a chick that works for Pornhub that's constantly posting on Reddit.
I don't know.
Well, if you just scroll down, you'll find the comment. What do you mean I'm not coming through clearly?
You're quiet and then you're loud and then you're quiet and then you're loud.
As Dimitri Martin would say, a good way to start a conversation is what's your favorite color. A good way to end a conversation is what's your favorite color of person. Oh my god. But you have no problems telling me your favorite color person.
What?
Nothing. Nothing at all, MJ.
What's your favorite color?
Of person.
Of person?
Yeah.
I don't think that's correct.
What does that mean? You don't think that's correct? What does that mean?
I don't think that's right.
What do you think that's correct? So like, oh, I love that as a phrase to say something is wrong. I don't think that's correct. You know? Can we get that on a shirt and then just like dash MJ Squirtum said this? I don't think that's correct. Can you use it? Look. We're strangers now, okay? And I'm pitching these phrases to you, and you tell me how much you wanna keep talking on a scale from 1 to 10. You know,
okay,
I know your hands may be busy, so just stomp your feet the number of times, and let me know. Can you use a counterweight to launch a 90-kilogram projectile over 300 meters? This is a trebuchet question. You know what a trebuchet is?
A trebuchet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a medieval siege machine.
You sounded really proud of yourself there. Yeah, it's a medieval siege machine. and then you put your hands on your hips. I did it. Yeah. I knew it. I knew a question you asked me. Fucking hell, man. Well, you got him, squirt him, you know. They thought they were going to walk out of here wet, but nope, squirt them. Wait, did I say walk out of here wet? I meant dry. I meant dry.
I need to breathe.
I really meant dry, okay? Just let it go. I thought that they wanted to walk out of here dret. Fuck.
You can't talk anymore.
Look, you're a stranger.
I reached part 8 of my game.
Part 8. You know, part 1 was probably some bullshit walking down a hallway simulator. Can you use the left analog to walk forward? It may be a little hard, but I can give it a try. You did it. Part 2. Fucking.
It's like Q-Op.
Nobody pronounces that like that. It's you're fucking around now. It's
it cool? How do you say it then?
You're fucking joking. You're fucking joking. Co-op.
Q-Op.
Q-Op.
That's how you say it.
Look, man, it's called Quap. That's how people. Yes, okay, Q-Op.
Q-Op.
Yeah.
So you're playing it on the computer, so
instead of one syllable, it's like 3, right? Hey guys, you play that the Q-Op? Look, we're strangers, okay? Please.
It's Q-Op.
Oh my god. Did I tell you how trebuchets are superior to catapults? No, seriously. You're a stranger. Okay?
Okay.
I walk up to you. You want to start a conversation?
No.
Fuck.
Not at all.
I guess that's not a good one then, huh? Because that was one of the things. That was the line. Do you want to start a conversation? So you said no.
I don't.
There's that. Here's another one. Walk up to them and press E. Are you, Go on.
I give that a no.
Damn. Well,
I don't understand.
That's how I access your dialogue options. I'm guessing you were not programmed to respond to me. You're just some kind of background character. You know, if that's what you do, fine.
Nope.
Not worth it. You know,
Queue up.
I'll fucking mod you later to just take your clothes off right off the bat. So won't even need to have all of this conversation. So if I walked up to you and I said, well met, what then?
Strange. That's strange.
Man.
I don't like that
Okay. Did you see that shirtless guy riding a horse outside?
That's a good one.
but would it
Funny.
But would it make you want to keep talking to me, or would you go where?
I'd probably say what? Because I would make me think of Tina from Bob's Burgers. Because she likes boys and she likes horses.
You know, I just want to play a cooperative game. Okay.
I can't play with you because you smell like fruit.
Okay. How about if I just walk up to you and I go, Titanic?
No, I don't like that movie.
I know, it's not a very good icebreaker.
Oh, that's cruel.
That noise. Oh, you love it.
I do.
Okay, here's another one. It's difficult to just walk up to someone and start a conversation. Most people aren't open to that. Like Squirtle. But I find usually the most seamless way to start talking to a stranger is through complaining about a shared current event.
Yes.
The professor is late, the exam you're walking out on was too hard, long lines, etc. Get a load of this weather, huh? Can't fucking do. Did you see all that traffic out there? Goddamn! All I want is a fucking latte, and I gotta wait in this line. What is going on?
That is an A+.
Can you believe the price for this eyeliner? Is that what you go on about?
What?
What's the last thing you complained about? Besides me not calling you.
Did you say I was talking about eyeliner?
Yeah, I was doing an impression of you, but as a man, complaining about the price of eyeliner.
What was my last complaint?
I asked what your last complaint was, and then I said, besides me not calling you.
Okay, so that was a big complaint today, but my last complaint today was I ordered a subscription box, and they shipped it to my house at home instead of my actual shipping address.
Can you believe that?
So I emailed them because I don't want it to be sent to the wrong address again.
And here's what I wish I could just edit this video on the fly and it'd just be a white screen. Dear assholes, who the fuck do you think? I'm not where you shipped it. I'm here. So you better send a complimentary.
The thing was, I checked online because I wanted to see if I had put it in wrong or if I'd put it in backwards or something like that. And I had it, and it said my shipping address was my address at school, and which is not my billing address. And I don't know why they did that, so I emailed them so they won't do it again. And then they're like, "Oh, we send you a new one for free," and I'm just like, "I'll take it." So I'm getting two now. You
just reminded me of this chick. One day we found like an answer key to a test, and I was kind of like reading it to people as we were all writing it down. And one of the things was GBD. One of the things was GBFDAC, right? You know?
Okay.
So I said GB FDAC. You know what I'm talking about? And one of the girls just starts pissing her pants, like laughing. And for the rest of the time that I knew this chick, she would just be like, GB FDAC. You know what I mean? Every time she saw me. And it really pissed me off because it was like, look, I'm doing you assholes a favor. And you just reminded me of them. Here's another one. I fly a lot, and I found that picking up a newspaper and doing the crossword with whoever is next to you works wonders. It does not work well if you're sitting next to infants. I like that. That's a cute little, like infants can't do crosswords well.
I couldn't do that.
I would be mad if somebody was sitting near me going, hey, what's a 4-letter word for what?
My plane experiences are really poor. So I'd rather not be bothered while I'm on an airplane. Why don't we
just talk about your last unfavorable experience on a plane? Yes.
So it was like 2 years ago, and I don't fly a lot because my family drives everywhere. And so they flew me down to Florida because they were already there, and I wasn't there, obviously. And I hadn't been on a plane, but I knew I was okay on planes. and that like I didn't have a fear of planes. And then I got on the plane and I was sitting next to this weird old guy, and he was reading my magazine over my shoulder. And when the plane took off, I blacked out.
What do
And
you mean blacked out?
I got
You just
tunnel
fell asleep
vision.
on the.
I got tunnel vision because there's like.
Did you shout, "What's happening"? Oh!
No, I kind of just like held my face until it like went away, because once the plane leveled out and was like at cruising altitude, I was fine. So this creepy old guy was reading over my shoulder, and then when I got there, my parents went to the wrong airport to pick me up. Which was an hour and a half away from where I really was.
Jesus Christ, didn't they buy the ticket?
Yes.
What kind of inept old people?
My plane lands, you know, they're like having a heart attack because, oh, Emily flew by herself. So I get there, and they're like, we're outside. We're so excited to see you. Because they had been gone for a while, and I walked outside and no one was there. I was like, where are you? She's like, oh, we're at Fort Myers Airport. I'm like, I'm at Punta Gorda Airport, which is like an hour away from the other one.
You know.
And then when I tried to fly back home, they told me I couldn't get on the plane, that my seat was not available. So I had to drive. My flight was at 4 a.m, so they got up at 2 a.m. to drive me to the airport. And then we had to drive back, and then we had to drive to St. Petersburg to get me on a plane.
Jesus Christ.
So I had to fly out of Clearwater.
MJ, I'm sorry. Okay?
That's my last plane experience.
It wasn't just the last, it was like, an unsatisfying one, and boy, it sounds terrible.
I'm terrified of planes now, and I have nightmares about planes.
I have nightmares about a creepy guy reading something over your, what you're eating there, little girl.
He was like, I had National Geographic.
Geographic?
You know what? I don't appreciate
Did you just say, you know what?
I don't appreciate
You really go, you ready to fight me?
You're assassin.
Oh man, I don't appreciate your sashing. Oh fuck me.
Why are you laughing at me?
Don't appreciate
your assassin. Apparently I have like a slight accent when I say certain words. Like that.
Stop.
Assassin.
Just please. It sounded like every fucking word coming out of your mouth sounded weird as fuck. Like it's just as soon as you acknowledged it, you're like, sounds like, it seems like you got a weird accent. Anyway, look. We got to be close to the end. Okay, there's only 3 left. Let's just get them done and get out of here. In the UK, just say anything about the weather. It's true, like when you're over probably 35, I think you could say stuff about the weather and all these people will swoop in and be like, oh, yeah, have you seen the way that it is? I was outside 3 days ago. Let me tell you something. It was not like this. Not the other day. Fucking crazy. You people in the weather need to, live a life for me. Jesus Christ. Did you see that ludicrous weather we had last night? Here's number 2. We're almost there. Spill their drink and blame them for it. This usually leads to a highly energetic conversation. What the fuck? Some people just want to see the world burn. Like, gee, gravity and absorption get people talking. What do you mean spill their drink and then blame them for it? That is insane. Is this a freaking, reference?
No.
I don't know. Here's the top one. I see you're drinking 1%. Is that because you think you're fat? Because you're not fat.
This is the reference.
You could be drinking whole.
Okay, Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. Napoleon
I picked
Dynamite.
up on that one.
Napoleon Dynamite is basically a tutorial film, says somebody in the comments here. Look, this whole video taught me nothing. It taught you nothing, and the sound quality was probably really bad. But you know what? For certain people, like Sexy Watsons, Sexy Unknowns, Sexy Propers, Sexy Greens, Sexy Spooks, maybe even a little bit of that sexy nuding, they'll check out Kyle and MJ Squirtum. let the questions roll through into the comment section, because I know you're as confused as I am. But you know what the best part about this list was? Not Folgers in your cup, but that it was half the length of any other video. See you guys later. Love you. You have anything final words to say here, Squirtle?
No.
Well,
But you smell like fruit.
what?
When you were talking about the perfume, I'm still laughing about you smell like fruit.
This chick's crazy.